Can your laptop do this? This is the toughest laptop I've used, and the average person like you and me will not buy this. But who would? Well, people who have specific jobs that need them to be outside in the field all day or in very dangerous environments. And the most obvious one is a construction site. This is the Toughbook 40 and it's not meant to be sitting at home, it's meant to be outside. This laptop can work under the very hot sun. I do believe it can go up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, or if it's just downright pouring. And I think the best thing about this laptop is it's modular. If your job requires you to scan barcodes all day, then there's a part for that. Or if you still need to use DVDs in this day and age, then you can buy the part and swap it right in. If you need bigger storage, then you could buy a larger SSD, open the side up, swap it, and you're good to go. The parts that I mentioned, you don't need a screwdriver to swap it out, but there are some parts you do. So almost everything on this laptop is modular, so you can cater it towards whatever specific job you have. Even the palm rest is modular. This laptop can last for days if you do have a lot of battery packs. One battery lasts for about 18 hours, so you can use both at the same time, equals 36 hours. This laptop is super heavy and thick. If I drop this on my foot, the bones will break. There is a handle on this laptop and it feels very solid, and in that handle, there is a stylus. So therefore, the Toughbook does have a touchscreen. And when I'm using it, I found myself using the touchscreen more often, just because for me personally, I do find the trackpad a little bit too small. Okay, so I know this laptop is pretty indestructible, but how about performance and how it works? Well, from a normal person and what they would do, like watching YouTube, Netflix, or browsing the web, it's totally fine. I didn't experience lag or anything. Even when I'm scrolling and zooming around with the finger, it's still pretty smooth. I do play games and I tried out Apex on it. On the lowest setting, it's still pretty choppy, not the best experience, but it's still playable. I did play some League of Legends and I did have it on high. It does pretty good and it's responsive, so you can still play some games if you have some downtime at work. They do have some shortcut keys on top of the keyboard to make things super easy. There is a button to change keyboard colors, the backlight of it, so it's red, white, green, and blue. It's not like a full-on RGB keyboard like a gaming laptop, but it's pretty cool to have those different colors. There's also a cover for your webcam for some privacy. For the speakers, they do sound pretty clean and crispy. Once you have it higher or more than half, I find it leaning towards the more tinny side. Now, using the Toughbook 40 for a bit, I found myself not caring about the laptop and not babying it. I'm not worried about scratching it or even putting it down very nicely. For me, I could just plop it down and not worry about it. So that fear is gone. Having swappable batteries really brings me back to the days when we could do that with our cell phones. It's so nice to be able to go along our day, be able to do whatever we can for a very long time and not be plugged into the wall. Again, I know the Toughbook 40 is not someone for you or even for me. This laptop is not for the average consumer. The Toughbook 40 is meant to be for specific people with specific jobs and is supposed to be out there in the field doing its thing. And the price is pretty up there. It starts at $4,900. From my experience of using this laptop, it's great. It's pretty much what a normal laptop would do, but beefed up for specific people. The performance is great and is good enough for the people that really needs it for their specific job. Unless you are a graphic designer or you need something really graphic intensive that requires you to be out there in the field, but that's really unlikely. But if that's the case, then this laptop will not cut it. So that is my take of the Panasonic Toughbook 40 from an average consumer. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys later.